What's going on, guys? This is Burrs. I want to talk to you today about the Vaude 800. This is the Arctic 800 sleeping bag. This is a 20-degree bag, and this is the test of it that I've done as far as going outdoors, doing scientific tests with wireless thermometers or thermometers, however you want to say it, and seeing how well this bag actually works. This is a part of the Sleeping Bag Clinic of 2016 I'm doing. You can see the intro to that series that was previous to this video. And here we are down to the nitty-gritty with the data. One of my favorite things, data. Facts don't lie, and going outside and testing out these bags in different conditions is really going to show who shines and who doesn't. And this Vaude 800 really performed well in a 25-degree test that I did the other day. I'm going to show you today. So as far as the protocol for this test, it's real simple. I wear the same clothes for every test. I go outside 10 minutes prior to the test, so I acclimate myself to the conditions. Sleeping bag and the sleeping mat are also outside, along with the thermometer that I'm using. I'm using a digital wireless one. So everything's outside for at least 10 minutes to acquaint itself to the outdoors. This test wouldn't really be viable, in my opinion, if I just went outside and took stuff outside right from the inside of the house to the outdoors. I'm doing it right outside in the conditions that are out there, and that's one thing. I had one manufacturer in the past tell me my test wasn't really accurate because I wasn't inside of a tent. Well, come on. I mean, 20 degrees, what's it matter? If you're inside or outside of a tent, is your bag going to keep me warm or not, is how I feel. So let's get down to how this thing performed. I was actually really impressed with this bag. Started out around the 43-degree mark with the thermometer, and upon the first 5 minutes, this was up around 51 degrees. It was up to 50.9, and I did feel this bag warm up relatively evenly, which is something that's really important to me. I don't like to have, you'll find out if a bag is designed well or not well in how you warm up. So if you're really cold at certain points, like I do this for 30 minutes. So if I'm really cold at the 10-minute mark, or there's a portion of the sleeping bag that's cold at a certain mark, it tells me that the bag wasn't designed super well. I felt warm throughout my entire body, evenly throughout this 30 minutes. I actually felt like it was getting warmer towards the end, which we'll talk about. So after 5 minutes, we get to 10 minutes. And after 10 minutes, it was a degree a minute pretty much. It was 2 degrees a minute actually, because it went up to about 10 degrees. So 60.7 was where we were at after 10 minutes. And then after 15 minutes, you're looking at 67.2. So 67.2 after 15 minutes. Honestly, at this point in the test, because I'm actually talking out loud to the camera through the test and kind of saying how I feel, during this test, around the 15-minute mark, I was saying, damn, this thing's really warm. Like, I could, this is supposed to be a comfort rating of around 32 degrees. I'm 7 degrees lower than that. And I'm approaching what the bag's rated at, which is around 20, which bags don't perform well at their rating. Usually that's their extreme rating, where you'll be, you won't be the warmest. So it was approaching the actual rating of the bag at 25 degrees, and I was really impressed with how it performed with that. So then after 20 minutes, you're looking at 74.2. Between the 10 and 15 and 15 and 20 degree mark, you're going 7 degrees in 5 minutes. So it is slowing down a little bit with the warmth, because your body can only be as warm, consistently warm. It gets to a certain point, it's not going to get any more warm unless you introduce other things. So if you're in a bag, it's only so warm you can get. So we went from the first from 5 minutes to 10 minutes with 10 degrees for 5 minutes, and now we're at about 7 degrees. It's still consistently 7 degrees per 5 minutes though. And then from 20 to 30 minutes, which is the end of the test, it went up to 80 degrees. I've never hit 80 degrees on a sleeping bag before, and that's good, another 6 degrees about. So it's still warming up, and I was really impressed with how it felt. I like how the baffling is. It really kept the chill out. The other bag I tested, which was the Eddie Bauer bag, right here on the same night, I actually felt like a little bit of a chill up in this area right here. With the baffle design on this one, I didn't feel that at all. I felt almost like in a cocoon. It was really comfortable, and it worked really well. 80 degrees, you can see on the chart that it was a very even line as far as going up on the temperature rating. It was really even, and that's what I look for in a bag. Being made of a synthetic insulation with the PrimaLoft Infinity with this bag, I'm really impressed with how it performed. It warmed up really evenly. Over the past, I've noticed that synthetics can kind of be a pain in the ass when it comes to how they warm up. You know, they can do the whole slow warm up and then, you know, all of a sudden they'll start warming up. They can warm up really quick and then kind of dip back down. I've never really had a bag that's warmed up as evenly when I put the numbers on a chart as this Vaude 800, this Arctic 800. So next up is going and taking this thing a little bit below 20. So I'm at 25 degrees with this test. It rocked this test. And the next thing I want to do is maybe between you know, 15 and 20 degrees, somewhere in that range. If I can find a night here soon that does that, I'm going to take this out and test it out, because I was exceptionally impressed with how this thing performed. Around $200, you're looking at 2.5 pounds for this sleeping bag. I think this is definitely a rock star in my opinion, and I'm really excited to see how some of these other bags compare to it as we go on with the testing. So if you guys have any questions or anything, go and let me know. If you guys have a Vaude bag, maybe this Arctic line, go ahead and put it in the comments down below, or better yet, make a video about it. Until next time, later. So here we are, 43.9.